All right, trainers, interventions and knowing how to choose your battles. So we'll get a lot of trainers who get hung up on certain issues as they're working with new clients or even clients they've had for a while, and perhaps they're finding all these issues and things that need to be worked on, and they're finding very difficult time progressing forward. And you got to really pick and choose what you're going to highlight and go into, and what's need to know information or nice to know, or what's a deal breaker sort of scenario, and when to intervene. And as I'm going through training with people, I'm making tons of notes and really looking at the big picture and what's a mountain or a molehill, and when I'm going to really interject on something. And I might be testing certain things and putting small single-step progressions into workouts on a day-by-day basis. And you cannot go into a workout and think you're going to fix everything in any one day. You will get nowhere. No one's perfect, and everyone's it's a process. They're going to be a masterpiece that you're putting together in the long term. And that's not to slow things down. It's actually to speed things up, actually, because you're slowing them down by nitpicking on every single little nook and cranny. So what is your first primary goal? And with me, it's getting them to be able to move in a safe, stable fashion in certain exercises. So, for example, a squat, a deadlift, a hip hinge, a lunge pattern, holding general posture, and things like that. So I want to clean that up so I can get them to do the basic big rock exercises as soon as possible, and not have limitations and stability with mobility in terms of doing those actual exercises. So whatever the case may be, I'm going to pick and choose my battles, but I'm taking notes on those battles and when I might intervene, or when I have an opportunity to jump in on that in a timely fashion. So if there's someone who likes to talk a lot, I may only touch something very subtly and lightly and introduce the concept to get it in their head so they know it's perhaps coming, or to see their test or response. Either way, I'm going to maybe focus on one point at a time, so I can keep building work density at first, so I can accomplish my number one priority, and that's good work density with most people, so I can get somewhat of a workout done, and then I'm going to improve quality as I go and tighten things up. So perhaps for day one, my battle is working on a proper squat. On day two, on day one, their hip hinge was off, but I could have spent 15 minutes fixing that. I may start slowly working on that on day 2, 3, 4, and so on. And it could be a nutritional problem or, say, a compliance problem, but knowing time and place on that, where it's something I may kill the tone and mindset of the workout if I bring up something too heavy and emotional at the beginning of that workout, and I say, hey, and they bring it up, I might say, hey, that's very important, we need to talk about that, but we should set up some time after the workout or another day to actually talk about that, because it's very important. But right now we need to focus on your workout and your breathing and your form and your posture, positions, and getting this done. And we're learning how to squat right now, so we need to focus on that. So picking your battles, choosing the right time and place to focus on each priority. Otherwise, you're just going to derail yourself, you're going to be frustrated, and you're not going to progress forward anywhere. So when it's workout time, focus on the workout. There's nutrition counseling time, there's compliance time, there's all these things, and you need to subtly lace the big picture together and really direct the big picture and process and bring it home and forward in the right direction day by day. So know how to pick those battles and when to intervene on the right thing at the right time and place. Sometimes it's a slow process. Knowledge doesn't always change behavior, and sometimes it's subtle nudging, and sometimes it's more of a motivational interviewing process where you're going to have them choose the answer by open-ended questions and them coming up with a solution. And sometimes it's not such an aggressive thing of do X, Y, and Z. So whatever the case may be and how your intervention has to come together, you need to slowly intervene with that and bring it together and land the plane. So you can't cover everything all at one time or any one time or place. Be smart in choosing your battles and have a good strategy to get to each and everything. And